welcome back to my YouTube channel. What an amazing week it has been. Oh my goodness. So I launched my channel on Mother's Day, so last Sunday. I was a little bit late launching it in terms of like times of the day because it was like uber late at night. I think it was almost midnight, but I managed to get it out on time. I've had so much support from people and it's been awesome. People are spreading the word about me. All my friends from all over the world are watching and tuning in, and the support has been fantastic. So thank you so much to everybody who's clicked subscribe, and for all of my new Instagram followers as well, which is really cool. So we're coming to the end of a very long 3 weeks without Guy being home. The last time we saw him, we'd only just got back from Bahrain, and then he literally had to leave that day as he came back a few hours later to go back down to work, and we haven't seen him for 3 weeks now because of the weather and because of trips away that he's had to do with work. So I have been flying solo for 3 weeks, which has been interesting as Ava is now a fully fledged toddler. She is throwing tantrums literally every single day, which is fun and challenging, but at times I think to myself, am I doing something wrong? Is she supposed to be like this? Should she be getting her own way? And then obviously I have a little brain check and a little word with myself, and I think to myself, no, she doesn't need to be getting her own way. The other morning we woke up and within about 20 minutes of us being downstairs, she was already rolling around on the floor, kicking and screaming because I said that she couldn't have something. I did something that obviously awoke a beast inside her. So yeah, that day she was literally impossible. But what are you gonna do? This week in particular has been quite a long week. The weather outside has been horrendous. It's been, I think one day it chucked it down for about, oh my gosh, it must have been about 23 hours of the day. I think maybe we had 1 hour where it didn't rain. So this vlog is going to be about surviving a week indoors with your toddler. It can be done. I've done it this week. So first and foremost, the TV is your friend. I know a lot of people out there don't really like to shove their kid in front of the TV and let that take over as babysitter, but my god, it has saved my bacon several times this week. Ava really likes Disney. I know a lot of mums out there whose kids hate Disney, won't sit down through a film, will sit down for maybe 5 minutes of it and get really bored and then disappear and try and find something else to do. But luckily, Ava, from the age of about maybe 6 months, really liked the film Moana. Guys, if you haven't seen Moana, literally the best thing ever. I mean, maybe not the 50th time round, but it is an amazing film. Great animation, great songs. You can also download the soundtrack for the car, which has saved us again on long car trips. But she loves Moana. However, if you're thinking of maybe switching the telly off, Ava really particularly likes playing music. So we have a little xylophone that one of our friends bought us for her birthday last year. I'll show you this one here. There we go, look at that. So Ava's got her own little xylophone here, bing bing bing. To be fair, I actually play with this more than she does because there actually are a few tunes that you can learn. Obviously they just bash it to bits at their age, but once they start getting a little bit older they can start learning tunes as well. So good hand-eye coordination as well with this one. She also has little maracas that she likes playing with and also bashing the dog with. So Ava also really enjoys playing with her little Noah's Ark. Now her grandma and granddad bought her this from Portugal, I think, when they went last year. So it has a little slidey top on it. It's all handcrafted and it's all full of little animals that she can play with. So little giraffes, little lions, elephants. We've got a scabby looking Noah that she's chewed to bits and Noah's wife. So our little running joke that Noah's wife is called Joan. Joan of Arc. Lol. Okay, so all made of wood. She pretty much chews these to pieces though because they are all a bit scabby now. But she plays with it nonetheless. Hours and hours of entertainment. Also things like colouring in. Ava has only just started colouring recently because partly to do with my OCD, we have a cream couch and I'm really frightened that she's going to draw all over it. But she really enjoyed it. However, she actually enjoyed putting the crayons back in the box more. She must have coloured in for about maybe 10 minutes, and then for the following 25 minutes continued to put the crayons back in the box, take the crayons back out of the box, put them back in the box. At this age, they actually want to put things back together. You do find that when they do start moving around and crawling and stuff, things just get destroyed, things just get bashed apart, pulled apart. But now she's 15 months, I think maybe a couple of months ago she started it, she wanted to put things back together, which was really cool. A great toy for that is her little stacking tower that she has. So we're missing a ring on this and also a giraffe head. But again, another one of our friends bought us this. So if you are stuck for presents for birthdays and stuff and you don't want to be buying like really noisy toys, stuff like this is really, really good for their development. So she can see that certain rings won't fit on a certain way. They have to go in size order, so she always puts the red one on first. Just take her a little bit of time to aim for it, but she actually does get it. Again, great for hand and eye coordination. Goes like that. This one is the only noisy one, and obviously this is the one that she does tend to play with the most. But yes, she loves this toy. One of her favourite toys that she has only just started playing with is her Wheelybug. Now I'm just going to wheel him across him over here. So he doesn't actually come with the seal is separate. He's a little puppet that again another friend bought for us. Here he is. We haven't given him a name yet, but he is obviously a hedgehog. He's all handmade. He's got these cool little wheels on the bottom, so it does mean that she can wheel left, right, diagonal, backwards, and not just an ordinary back and forth push along. She loves it. She's got this little handle on here as well that she can hold on to if she doesn't really feel great with her balance. She does tend to slide off the back of it, but it isn't really that high up. They do come in two different sizes, so this one is the small. I will put a link in the description of this video to the Wheelybug website, but they're amazing. So this one is the small one. There is a big one for the, I think it's ages 3 and up for the big one, but this one is, obviously it's not going to be 0 to 3 because you can't get on it if they're teeny tiny, but I think it's from like maybe 12 months, maybe a little bit smaller. But she loves it. The cover actually does come off on this one. Now there is a hedgehog and there is a panda that are in the fabric form, and I know you can actually take the cover off. I'm not going to do it right now, but you can actually take the cover off, so if it does get a little bit grim and gross with sticky fingers, you can take the cover off and put it in the washing machine. But obviously only put it on a really delicate wash. We don't want a shrunk hedgehog. They do come in different animals as well. The other animals with the Wheelybugs are slightly cheaper because they're not fabric. I think it literally is only the hedgehog and the panda that are a bit more pricier. With the other animals, it does mean that you can just wipe them down. So there are ways of keeping these toys nice and clean, but she loves this. She's absolutely digging this one at the minute. There was a break in the clouds at the start of this week, thankfully, so we did take Ava out down our dell. So the dell in Bubwith is an old railway track that was used during the war, but is now just a really, really pretty woodland area. It is a little bit boggy down there, so we did have to put her wellies on, but she really, really enjoyed herself, splashing through all the puddles and really enjoying just getting mucky, much to my delight. We actually test ran one of her new gadgets. This is her Gruffalo backpack. It also doubles up as a set of reins. So as we are situated here in the village on the main street, we get a lot of traffic going past. It frightens me to death that Ava will one day just run. So my mum's bought us these to keep her nice and safe, so I can now walk Ava on one lead and Bella on another. So these are fantastic. These are really, really great. I mean, I've only used them once, but I'm really, really happy with them. So it comes with the Gruffalo's head on it. You don't obviously have to go for the Gruffalo. I'm sure there's plenty of other designs. It is made by Little Life, and we bought it from Go Outdoors. So the Gruffalo design, wart on his nose, horns, orange eyes, blah blah blah. And she wears it like a backpack, so it is only teeny tiny. It's so cute. So she wears it obviously around her shoulders, and then she's got a little clip on here as well, so it's not going to slide off, so that just pops on like so. And then you've got a little bit at the back where your reins clip onto, so there's a nice attachment just here. So it just clips on like so, and then you've got a nice little handle, a decent length. It's not too long and it's not too short. It's far enough for her to feel like she's walking independently without my hand, but close enough that she's not going to run into the road or anything like that. So, and it's got a really nice secure handle on it as well. I'm really impressed with it. You can also unzip it. It's got a little name and addressing on there, so you can put her details or put their details down inside it. And the backpack is big enough for maybe a little juice bottle and a little snack, or if you're anything like me, load her up with nappies and baby wipes and make her carry them. But yeah, it's fantastic. I really like it. You can also maybe put their jacket inside it as well, so if it is threatening rain, you can just put like a little Mac inside it. Really ideal. Super impressed with it. So this week, for the first time, I took Ava into our garden, and it was really good fun. So we've got a little patch of garden out the front of the house, and we've also got a little courtyard garden out the back. So the front is where we do all of our planting. I always said before we had kids that I really wanted our future children to be able to go outside and enjoy their space. And it's one thing that I did specify to Guy when I did start the gardening way before Ava arrived, was that I wanted our garden to be like a real treat for all of the senses. So we've got a lot of herbs, we've got some lavender in there, we've got a gorgeous lupin that grows every single year, apart from the one that I pulled out by accident because I thought it was fully dead. So it's really good to get the little ones out there, just get them feeling the leaves, get them smelling everything. Soon enough the bees will come along, and so they can watch nature at work. So I took Ava out there for the first time the other day. It was a little bit muddy and a little bit damp and very, very windy for her, so I made sure that she was all nice and wrapped up. And she entertained herself by getting all the empty plant pots and filling them full of stones. Then that was her job for the afternoon. Whilst I got on with de-weeding and turning the soil over and making the garden look semi-decent for the spring. So I think what I'm trying to say is just to get the kids involved in what you're doing. I've had a dirty habit of trying to get things done when Ava's napping, and I actually thought to myself the other day, why don't I just include her in it, because she's now at that real kind of inquisitive stage of her life where everything is brand new to her, everything is an adventure, everything is just mind-blowing for her. So I took her out into the garden, something that we would probably just overlook and think it was really boring, but as a child it's like a new world for her. So if you do find that you are spending a few days inside because of the grim weather, don't be fearful of it. There are lots of things to do indoors as well. If you are finding that you are going a little bit stir crazy with the cabin fever, then give a friend a call who also has a little one, get them to come round, or you can go round to theirs. You can catch up and have a coffee and the little ones can play together. It's always a great idea and it works for us. So guys, thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying my videos, make sure that you hit the like button and also the subscribe button too. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next week. Bye guys!